You know who I am? Let us record great deeds this day and give these Urki scum a right royal hammering!
Welcome back to Total Warhammer 3 in part 25 of our Grombrindal Immortal Empires campaign. In today's episode, our Grudge Tide has moved on down to besiege the town of Conquada. The Shadow Legion quickly recruited up a wizard and tried to throw in some soldiers to try to defend. These are not bad. They got some pretty decent troops, and even these aspiring champions have some upgrades because they are actually rolling with barrier and magical attacks, which they do not necessarily come with stock there, so those guys are going to be nasty. We also have a bunch of Chosen hiding behind these walls as well. So all of their infantry are going to be very nasty, so as per usual, we are going to not engage and just shoot them from afar. They do have silver shields, but those are not quite going to protect them from all of the 67 missile strength that we are rolling with. Not much of this is armor piercing though, so I don't think we're going to see as much damage as we would where we are used to seeing. Let's get to the battle and bring these walls back into the order. Right then. Okay, so it's not even a specialized settlement. It's just a typical one of the two lizardmen towns. So we'll allow Grombrindal to reinforce from that position, and I think we will attack from somewhere else here. That is a lot of towers and no ways in, so that seems like a poor idea. We could just attack from over here. Then we've only got to deal with this tower and this one if they actually decide to come on up, and we can blast away at everyone from behind the walls. They won't put anyone up on the walls to start, so we'll throw our breaker cannons up. Allow us to do as much damage to anyone hiding up on top as we want. We'll keep it in standard round for now just because I want to see how much damage they can do. We'll put them together, those guys together. We'll have the Norgrimlings. We'll then put them with the rest of the forces. So let's grab all of our axes. That'll be warriors. Scroll down a couple times. We don't want to send them in until we've kind of weakened the enemy up. Those Chosen will destroy these guys in a single fight. We've softened the enemy forces. We want to keep everyone back. We can use the Rangers to sneak through. The AI has been reprogrammed, though, to maneuver to where you're going as soon as they start seeing the control positions start leaving their control. So let's bring these guys into the woods so we can kind of hide them even further. And we can figure out what to do with them here in a moment. Our two Thunderers we can throw up front. Have them start weakening anyone on the walls. I think this is really going to be one of those where we probably should wait for Grombrindal to arrive. Unfortunately, our first group here is just not quite cut out for siege. Very good on the open field. Like so. Put the Slayers back, Hammerers back, and then the Norgrimlings as well. Our front line. We can throw the Thunder Barge up front, as well as our Gyro Bomber. Them in the Air Force, and then we'll have our Lord rolling up front with the Thunderers, and then the Engineer, we'll have him kind of waddle over to the Breaker Cannons. Sounds good to me. We have to wait 50 seconds for Grombrindal to arrive, and then the game really starts. Get this battle going. Okay, so they are going to start with those towers under control. And these are going to be very powerful towers. We want to be very careful as we let our breaker cannons get blasted. Alright, you should come on forward. Go ahead and have you keep blasting on the wall as well. We're going to want to help. Don't know who they're firing on, but we're going to dodge where we're able here. Then we're going to grab the front line, have them start moving forward. Perfect, that tower's down. We're fairly safe for now, at least. We can start blasting away at these aspiring champs. They don't have any missile fire, really, so let's start blasting away. Marauder Spearmen, not really a good use of your fire. Start firing on the different groups of knights. Grombrindal's here as well now, perfect. Let's send the infantry. We'll send them directly down the front. You start chopping on the gate. These guys should stop pretty soon. Keep blasting away. Looks like we're getting hit by some of the towers there. Gonna sit over here and hang out. A lot of towers they have built back there in the back. Grombrindal's army's coming on in now. Let's go ahead and just group the whole thing together and I'll figure it out. In a moment, he's got all of the engineers. Oh, this is the other engineer. Okay, we'll just scoot you forward then.
Dive bomb. Pick your target well.
Keep blasting away. I think we can try to send these guys through and drop bombs on the... I want to see how much damage this does to the knights there. Doing everything they can to not get hit by it.
Yes.
Good old misclick. Did alright damage to those chosen. Set you back to where you were and keep hurting them. Back over with Grombrindal's team. Let's get the quarrelers moving in.
Strike out. Plow through.
But all three of these guys, let's have Grombrindal speed up. Rush bonus doesn't help you out much, but get you guys all moving to break down these gates. The other one can kind of stay where you're at.
Move to attack. For the High King.
Really don't want to go up to the walls ourselves. We'll let them kind of hang out up there and we'll just start blasting away. Let's give the boys on the wall here a broadside. Fire up bombers taking a bit more damage than we want. We'll start flying him over the top and dropping bombs on the walls. Alright, we're through the gates. Not something we want to do just yet, but we're through the gates if we so desire. Start blasting apart the poor fools on the wall here. They got nowhere to run. Come on in and start wounding these different teams of halberdiers. Why you always need something to deal with air. Now, Spirit Leech will do it. Let's come on back and weaken the same group, and then we'll pull them away. Bit of a waste. Alright, now let's come on back to the corner they were sitting in, and just let them kind of keep blasting away at whoever they want. We'll have you, the big blimp. Give him another broadside. Blast into those Chaos Knights there. Flanking away at them nicely. None of the rest of these lads are moving forward. Alright, Grombrindal's got the gatehouse down.
Fast as you're able. At last.
Get you charging right on in. Let's get all these quarrelers here that I thought I all put in one group, but I missed. Bring them all up. Claim this position. You two also come on in and help out. We'll probably just go ahead and leave the rest of the riflemen back just for now. Let them kind of keep moving forward. Then the rangers up so they can start doing their damage, and then we will have... Sure, I think we've got them pushed back far enough where they're not wanting to come up to the walls again. So it may be about time to start sending the rifles in. So we'll have you take the walls there. Flamethrowers on this position. And if anyone tries to come up and stop that, we can cause them all sorts of problems ourselves. Go ahead and charge right on into these knights. Let you keep taking your pot shots at them. Hit them with a flashbang. Go ahead and trench yourself for extra damage. Go ahead and get these cannons doing nothing. We'll just kind of have them sit here and take them off fire at will. You're taking a lot of damage from those towers on the other side, so we'll come on over here. Dealing good damage back, but taking a lot. Okay, bad idea. Come on down. They've got aspiring champs down there waiting. They come on back down. Now they're going to come on. At least that kind of works. Start blasting. We're going to bring the blimp not any further. We'll just give them another broadside from way back here. Alright, we know who our grudge throwers and everything are. Let's set them up off to this side over here. Juggernaut we will send in to claim this point. Grombrindal is bullying these poor fools. I did go ahead and let these quarrelers get caught up by Gorby's chariots, though. We definitely don't want that, so you guys pull back. Let Grombrindal deal with the chariots. Extra speed melee attack for everyone engaged with that. Keep blasting away down at them. Scoot these rangers a little bit closer. Okay, our lord definitely needs some help. Let's bring the barge inside the walls. Get these iron drakes down here. Get ourselves a front line that we can kind of blast down on top of. Blimp moving. That was some insane damage. Alright, we definitely need you boys down off the walls now. We're gonna pretend like we lured them in for a secret plan, but that absolutely did not happen. And bombs away. Steam bombs doing all the damage there. Our lord is hanging in. Go ahead, move in and stop that. We got the steam guns blasting. Go ahead, hit these guys over here with the broadside. Get down here, Iron Drake. Can't have you getting chopped up by axes.
Let the vengeance begin.
Yeah, unfortunately, all of our well-timed plans are time to go to the mess here. Send them all in. Send in the Axemen. Things have gone all sorts of crazy. I thought they would just go back down the ladders I brought them up, but turns out no, that would be too clever. Come on, back over here. Hard to get this thing into position for a bombing run. Alright, over on this side, Grombrindal and the archers. Really bad micro. Lost a lot of health. I'm not even sure what did all this damage. Probably one of these towers back here. Should not have moved them in solo. Go ahead and drop in the flashbang.
Yes, then. To it.
Keep moving a little bit faster. You keep shooting. Go ahead and give yourself a bit of damage resistance there. I should have done so a bit faster. And we'll come back on over to where our towers and everything are doing good work. You guys need to keep moving though, Iron Drakes. Get the lads kind of staying away from the ability to get caught on fire. Steam guns, we definitely want to pull you guys in front of the infantry. Give this group a barrage. These poor Thunderers are getting slaughtered. Bad routing there for the soldiers. And let you start tearing these guys up. Give them a bombard from the other side as well. In. Half the army has basically rotated over to deal with him.
That'll do.
Keep blasting away. Get that shotgun firing. Almost out of ammunition, so let's pull you on away. We'll have these rangers come on up to the walls.
We'll guard it.
Riflemen are having a bad time. Let's get them back up on the walls as well. We're able to really blast away at them there, though. Come over the top of the bombs. Figure out where the friendlies are so we don't do too much damage. Coral Bolt's doing good work. Get you moving forward. We do want to be safe, though. His little Juggernaut is not the most tanky. Careful, though. We can scoot right on through. You start blasting away at those Chaos Spawn. Everyone there is shattered. Oh, we may have already broken them. We just need to kill these spawn now. You sad fools. Let's get to claiming these positions quickly so we don't lose any more men. Everyone forward. We'll have a couple more move forward even further. Then Grombrindal can just deal with these spawn here. You pull away. We'll go ahead and give Grombrindal the Root of Breaking Overcast. So he kills them even quicker. Just gonna hang out here and claim this point. Not the most textbook of sieges, but we'll take it. Since we are just waiting for these spawn to die off, I'm going to continue to run through here, claim these points, kill these spawn, and I will catch you all back on the campaign map. Even with some weird pathing, it was a crushing defeat for our enemies, and this should be Bellacor's one and only locus of power. We will quickly sack the town because 30,000 is a quick and easy sell. Then we'll have Alden kind of hang out. Oh, how funny, he can't. Alright, Alden, you have to keep hanging out outside and taking attrition then. Such is the way for you, I guess. Conquada is ours at tier 3. Go ahead and claim the town. And what is the landmark here? We have the ruined Ogham stones. An odd assortment of standing stones have long held watch over Albion, enacting an ancient purpose that has long been forgotten. Gives us more control, wins in magic, and more income. Also gives us giant slayers as part of the garrison there. Pretty solid. We'll grab ourselves some ruined Ogham stones. We'll grab a gate. And then we'll also go ahead and grab... I think he had another Tinkerer's Den here. More research is always more better. Although the Grombrindal Forge would give us access to more of these rune golems, and I kind of want to replace the normie soldiers in Grombrindal's army with rune golems. We'll do that instead.
Onward.
You need to stay right next to the town.
Move.
You are actually doing some replenishing because we've wiped away some of the
Summon
corruption,
me
which is
if you
amazing.
dare.
Happy to be fighting on terrain that isn't so hostile all the time. Go ahead and continue down the Axe Lord to just finish off your normie wall, make it strong and sturdy.
Aye.
Griswold here, we'll go ahead and continue to give Sabers or missile units are a bit more speedy.
The dwarfs need me.
Jamek. Let's go ahead and just finish off CLENSE. And then
can I help?
for King Lun, we can go ahead and grab the final point into triangulation, giving our missile strength an additional 12%. These quarrelers up to 69 missile strength each. That's perfect.
Aye, I'll see it done.
We had even more. We can go for these Zufbar 42 pounders then. We've seen how potent those are in Noctilus's army, so I can't wait to have them in our own. He stole them from the dwarves.
Dwarf.
Perfect. That is an absolute ton of gold. Let's see if we can get to spending it. I'm sure we can.
The throng is mustered.
Frozen City can be taken upwards. This one has all positive traits in the town. Perfect. Yep. Take this one up to tier 3 then. You, sir, I would love to get recruiting some more soldiers. Just more quarrelers is all I really want to give you, even though they're going to take 2 turns. We have had not enough quarrelers in each of our armies. We'll take it up to 4, maybe even 5. And then... keep holding the line as well. We might want to grab some grudge solvers. Shotgun infantry that fires incendiary projectiles? That sounds great. He does have some grudges to solve. We could also just get some expeditionaries, which are sniper rifles that have the... they're pretty much, Giselles. Thunder Guard. There's some new units. They're all pretty awesome looking. Well, the expeditionaries we already knew about, but the Thunder Guard are a little bit newer. Grudge solvers with their shotguns, I kind of want to try. I'm guessing they're going to be very similar to how the Iron Hail Gunners are. Just way more heavily armored. Well, those are grenades. That's a pretty easy sell. And then we have not enough infantry, so we'll grab 1 more. 2 more units of just normie Dobby warriors. That looks good. Make a bit more of a sturdy army. We'll take Nagrar up a tier as well. Come on over to Harganeth. Orc, use some walls? Question mark? Things look fine up in the north, so let's be a bit greedy. Let's go for the Trinket Maker as well as the Barley Field, which can be replaced later on. Ashrak also northern, but again, we have pretty much nothing to fear from here as long as no Chaos Incursions happen, so we'll continue to be a bit greedy with it, so we'll upgrade that, and then I'm thinking we'll just go ahead and grab the Barley Field here as well, just to keep the growth kicking on upward towards tier 5 as fast as we can. Altar of Ultimate Darkness could be taken to tier 5 as well. We'll get ourselves a second Great Hold here, then be completely bankrupt. But that works for me.
Lord of Clan
This lad is recruiting as many crank guns as we can, and to go with his helicopters. Cleanse Corruption or Scouting. He is hanging out with him, so we'll just go for the Rune of Speed. We'll start working down his runic magic. They are very close to the Wood Elves, so if we are going to be having to deal with anyone with them, it shall be the Tree Huggers. Before we end the turn, we'll go back into diplomacy once more.
You need me?
We are making many allies.
What?
They're just struggling a bit, so they're not looking to warm up any more than they currently already are.
Lord of Clan Morgan.
Alright. We'll have you go ahead and claim the Palace of Princes, although you can't actually settle it, so instead, let's move past a ways, see if we can't lure Sigvald into anything.
Setting off.
Or just figure out what's going on, either one. Safer in the Under Empire, especially for you.
What?
That looks to be everyone, and we've got a couple heroes that need moving.
You summoned me.
Now he's already on his path, and you have completed your journey, but of course you have. Alright, then where do we send you out then? Nongchang Basin is over here. This would probably be the fastest way to get us into the good guy Cathayans, so let's go this way.
Moving.
Because there are also the rebel lords of Nanyang and such, if they haven't been taken out. Fuchal is claimed by... Yeah, the Dark Elves are prospering over here. Clan Eshin also makes their berth, I think, right in this position, and there are some orcs in the center. Alright, well, we will end our turn in Sunny Cathay. Clan Mulder has been destroyed? Interesting. That doesn't normally happen. The High King's authority, Thorgrim brooks no fools. Dawi or otherwise, he is stern, even for a High King, and his authority is absolute. So now we have 20% or 20 more diplomatic relations with all the Dawi and 2 more control. 9,000 treasury, which is making me happy. The money train keeps on rolling. Let's see about getting rid of this nasty Slaanesh corruption, though. We may want to also go ahead and declare war on the Demon Prince. He's already deteriorating with us, and we might as well get the upper hand here. We can go talk to the World Walkers and see if they'll pay us for a war with the ugliest Kevin there ever was. He's a bit more sunburned than normal. Oh, where they are.
World Walker.
Here you are.
I've
I will join your war.
But much time for
Hey,
killing.
not declare war. Join your war. On the Legions of Chaos. And you will give me all of your gold.
I'll see it.
It's a trifling amount, but it'll do. And now we slaughter this poor lord that overextended himself. Palace of Princes belongs to us, fool.
Grimnut.
He's got himself Uncle Furuncle. Too bad it doesn't matter. Get kneecapped with a melon baller. We lost 0, and we will go ahead and drink to victory since I'm about to claim this town here. I'm not going to help it out by much, but it'll give it a bit. He becomes a seasoned campaigner, which is by far my favorite trait to gain. We click through it a little bit fast here. This is the one that'll give you more movement range, less attrition casualties, and perfect vigor. Pretty solid.
I'm off.
We will colonize here,
What do
even
you
though it
want?
is disgusting.
Master of Runecraft.
It's a dump, but you gotta live here.
Vengeful.
You've got the
Runelord.
worst job now. That's why we brought you with all of the robots. He's already an Iron Beard. We may just want to make him indomitable. Spreading control's probably also a good idea since we are out here on the waste. Let's just continue to make him more deadly. Once we finish off the Deadly Blade, we'll grab spread control. Because it's going to be a biscuit to keep the waste under our thumb, although it seems to be doing just fine.
Aye up.
That works for me. You have no choice but to stay still until you get your lads recruited on in. I don't care about a granary, and Drakebeard is moving on over. Let's swing into our provinces. Car on car, we could throw in some walls. It definitely probably needs them. Dwarven Dock we could add, but I think the Stronghold would be a better use of the gold. Swing on over, since we are now pretty much broke. We can continue our war on the Isle of Wights here. They need some on healthcare, and we can deliver.
Grombrindal.
Let's start the battle with Grombrindal this time, though, because I just greatly prefer that. Oh, Grombrindal's the only one who can make it, too. Alden's got a bit of a weak legs.
One back.
Get over here.
Joey, forward.
Get that siege started. We can bring him in March Stance. Oh, poor Carl. He's going to have to sit off on the coast and watch his people burn. Oh. I mean, they've got a werewolf leading them. That's a really weak army. We'll surround. We'll bring Alden over so we get some skill points.
Ready.
Then we'll slaughter them. Oh, I was tripping. That tends to happen quite a bit.
Forwards. Let
Sir.
us be about this.
Sir.
Shoulder axes, lads.
I don't want to. There's water in the way. We'll get wet.
Cuz.
Little dwarven booties. Alright then. Let's go ahead and get rid of this werewolf problem we've got. We lost 37. Gained a bit of experience. We will sack the settlement because we're vengeful like that. And we'll let Alden kind of hang out. You can occupy.
Let us begin.
And Albion has been returned to order. About time. We get ourselves a nuclear dwarf wharf.
It is time.
We never have too many dwarf wharfs. Let's see where we want Grombrindal. He's already ready to go, so we may just start striking out against these different provinces into the frozen areas. Claim those, get those under our control. Monolith of the Bjorkul. Probably right here, or a little bit further down. I can't quite remember. We'll have Grombrindal come up and take a look.
You know who
Let's get him back out to the ocean.
Strolling.
Someone wants to fight him, they'll have a bad time. We'll go into March Stance and just get
All enemies
strolling, as he's saying.
Moving out.
and invade these Norscan shores.
One rug.
Griswold, good lad. We could boost income. I think we would just want to make our missile troops even stronger. Who needs money when you got dead enemies?
For the wisdom of
Morgrim. Morgrim will go ahead and upgrade your Rune of Slowness to its maximum. Let's take a look at our technology here. So that finished off our dealings with the other Dawi. Waterproof packaging, we can just get our income steadily trickling up as well. Alternatively, we did want to start working towards those improved gyrocopter engines. Firewall moving for the gyrocopters actually makes them usable. Otherwise, they just don't feel all that great to me. Well, we've got the resistances now, which is going to increase our upkeep, but will make our troops stronger, so less fatigue and more speed. Missile resistance, more magic resistance, or physical resistance. We may not want to grab all of these just because the cost. Oh, just recruitment cost. Hang on now. That I can deal with. More physical resistance for all my units sounds incredible. I mean, so does this one, though. We're probably going to do all of these. All right, let's go for techniques and skills first, because 12% more speed for all units is a lot. And our dog, we need all the speed we can get. Yeah, you guys can have all of these nasty settlements up here in the north. I'm going to continue to try to recruit more Lothar Sea Guard. Beautiful, they've got more for me. So we'll do one more Lothar Sea Guard, like I said, and then we definitely want one of these drag. Oh, she's got tree men too, though. I mean, what does a Lothar Sea Guard to a tree? All right, we got to start saving then. Curses. They know how to defeat me. It's getting into March Stance. We'll start moving down towards Ractogorgigans. We can start finishing recruiting back in our tank line that got smashed.
Vengeful Rune Lord.
You, sir, you've got 4 crank guns. That's more than anyone needs. What else do we want to give you? What would go with crank guns well? I mean, probably iron breakers, to be honest. We could throw them in the gaps. And they can throw explosives at anyone that actually makes it in close. About to be a very expensive army, but I'm happy to add in some iron breakers. We'll do 3 of those. You know what? We'll go 4. Spend all our gold. Then we can start worrying about the infrastructure afterwards. Win the wars now, worry about infrastructure later. For Albion, we definitely need a commandment, and I think we need to get to empowering. Everyone needs to be well empowered here in the guilds. Perfect. Last call on our diplomacy. Moving up very nicely. We just need to get into a war with more of the enemies that are near Karazakarak. That's kind of been why it's not picking up. We did fight the Greenskins a couple times. It just wasn't quite enough.
It is time.
Unfortunate. We have enough. No missions either. We still need to hunt down, Crone Hellebron. Okay. The Empire is coming together, though. They have taken some serious hits up here in Nordland. Ostland is half destroyed. But... And Karakadren has come on down and basically claimed Sylvania. The Order Tide is thriving. I think it is mostly because we have been keeping the Norskins off their back. Fair enough, fair enough.
I'll listen to what you have to say.
Oh, he's just gonna go ahead and declare war on us now? It is war, after I just started to help you. You've chosen Oblivion. Oh, poor Carl. He has charged into Alden's army only to be destroyed, utterly. See you later. Onward to history. Go ahead and drink to victory. Wolf was destroyed. All of his friends were as well. The Vanaheimlings decided to fall in combat. Now we need to raid any region belonging to the Warriors of Chaos. Are they up here raiding and being nonsensical? The end is nigh, Call of the Wild. The spirits of the forest grow restless, and scouts report gatherings of hostile wood elves amassing in all glades across the land. It would be best to prepare for the approaching conflict. Dwarf Bride. Dwarf Bride? Oh yeah, I've read that one. Let's come on back over, and so basically these wood elves are about to start attacking everyone. Anyone and everyone. They already have a couple armies. Hopefully they start attacking Etane first. Let's make sure that... I want to start recruiting up another force, or does we have two over here that can kind of deal with it?
Let us begin.
Well, hopefully these two are actually enough. Let's bring you down to Rakdo.
We move.
You're already recruiting.
Master of runecraft.
Okay. Luckily, Avalorn should not break allegiance with us because the Wood Elves go crazy. That should just be their own problem. I hope. Let's go ahead and upgrade the guild marketplace because they're very cheap. I want to put in a refactory as well, just for extra gold. Siege Workshop, give me anything extra good besides... Nah, just recruitment. Hall of Oaths increases the recruit rank for Thanes. Okay, go for that then. We don't really need both of those buildings. Got good. Yeah. We'll go ahead and grab the Hall of Thanes over here. Hall of Oaths. Royal Guard for better Thanes. Upgrade the Engineer Workshop at Hoggrave. I think we kind of just abandon these outer settlements as much as we can and focus on the original ones. I am happy to throw in one of these barley fields over here, though, just to make sure things are chugging along. Let's upgrade the Engineer's Workshop over here at Hoggrave. You're ready to take the fight back to the enemy there. I'd love to get rid of these bolt throwers for now, but we'll just keep them in. And start taking back the lands. Go into normal stance. Let's come up to the Shard Bastion just so we know what's going on. So they are kind of staying back. We know he's got tons of regiments renowned to use. And Volkia's with them as well. We want you to stay kind of back because you've already been defeated once. And they will be happy to do it again. Alright, Spinner. If we want to get you moving on over towards the Blood Mountain here, we can hit it. Might as well claim it so we're not taking any attrition. I think you may, yeah, perfect. See how many demons are actually defending.
This would shame my ancestors.
What do you mean? gonna say you're oh, wow. You're being you left this place to be defended by, I guess, 10 Furies and some custodians. All right, well, rest in peace. We lost 0. We will go ahead and just occupy the town. I'm not even gonna loot and occupy. 1,000 gold is not worth that much. I'll have to pay well more than that to repair. Let's quickly put in the iron mining pit so we have access to some more miners below. Just keep the area a bit better protected.
This is beneath
Elebron's rolling with the Dread Spear wall again. It's the most deadly army she can create. So I've been told.
How can I help?
Grombrindal. Since Wulfric has declared on us, that allows you the unique opportunity to beat the brakes off of him and get his defeat trait now. One normal stance. Kind of scan the coastlines here, figure out where that provincial capital is. Wouldn't be surprised if it's just in here and I just missed it. Let's head over to the Troll Fjord, though. I'd much rather do that on land, but we'll deal. Here comes Be'lakor.
Not your shadow.
I'm excited to fight you too, buddy.
My axe thirsts for
Grombrindal
more.
hasn't gotten a duel at Demon Prince in a while. I think for Alden, we'll go for Rally. Keep working down the red line there. And then we'll bring you back up north.
Agreed.
Because here comes Be'lakor and we need to be ready.
Time for a reckoning.
Honestly, we might take you all the way up
By the grudge
to the
bearers
Citadel of
will-
Lead. And through here once more. Everyone who can move has been. Swing all the way over to Cathay here. This is one of the more interesting missions we have going on. I think you move further on the water. Although this will take us... Yeah, we'll go up the coast a little further. Aichai is under his control as well. Unfortunate. I figured Cathay would have claimed back more of its lands. Such is the way. Who hasn't moved? Guess I should have checked that. More whiplash. Alright, we need a runesmith in what army here?
Summon me if you dare.
In none of the armies. Let's instead bring you down to have you act as a scout. Cat just fell out of the window. You good? Scared the mess out of me. I about jumped out of my seat. Alright, we'll skip the turn and then see what happens. We got the sisters right here. This is going to be a nightmare scenario. Turn is once again ours. Hexwaddle has themselves yet another slow toad priest. No one can run like a horse, but better fighting techniques can save you a lot of stamina. And apparently make you run a lot faster too. Let's see how fast Grombrindal is now. Where you at, buddy?
Don't you fret, it's done.
52 speed. World's fastest dwarf. Alright, let's go ahead and put you in a march stance and threaten over here. We don't want to go all the way out to the Great Seas, but I'm happy to take Wulfric in a march stance. He's not as tough as he thinks he is.
Strolling.
I will not.
And Be'lakor is coming on over to threaten the Fortress of the Damned. Not a lot we can do about this one. We're a bit overextended.
Mordor clan
I'm going to continue to bully... Ooh, hit Elebron.
overreach.
We're here at Fernius. Or we can come down south. Hit the Fetid Catacombs. We could lure her in over here, but she's also recruiting.
Weak and feeble.
More Dread Spears.
My
That's actually kind of a tough call.
right.
We'll go ahead and give you the Pure Beard since you're up in the north and the nastiness here.
Runelord.
We attack, we have to attack with all of the aggression. Do you have walls here in Fernius? No. No walls in the normal defenders? Alright, let's bring down the Helebron then.
Armed and ready.
Tired of these Druki hanging around. We're gonna waddle on over, and it's gonna give me a decisive victory. That's disrespectful. We haven't had ourselves a battle on the map for a second, so let's take the fight to them. Although, where is our Scepter of Stone? We have a lot of spearmen here that can be dropped with that.
For Karas and
Circle on up,
from me.
and we'll do a... Oh, we already have it. Cheese has already been accomplished.
Guts.
Let's crush them. Alright, let's get this battle in this incredibly squidgy and orifice-filled battlefield. I'm not sure what's going on outside, if we've got incredible wind or someone just booming some bass so hard that their entire car is shaking, but that is obnoxious sounding, and I'm hoping it's not coming through in the mic. Usually things that are that low pitched do not, but I never want them to. And they do sneak in sometimes. Well, let's grab the Quarrelers, throw them up front. This is our line where we have the Iron Thunderers to be the actual front line. And then the other Thunderers back just a bit.
For the ancestor gods.
We will, of course, actually, I think, pull them forward to drop down their drops, and then pull back from there. These two Quarrelers up. Just so Hellebrand can't shut down multiple units at once. He's very good at it. Pull these cannons back.
Barracks ready.
And have the Bombards. One here.
The runes glow.
One here. Both in canister shot.
Ranging target.
We'll have sappers setting up in the back here. And then our rune golems ready to defend. So we'll have you guys standing here, and hopefully they're not getting shot in the back by the cannons. We'll find out real soon if they do. And then we'll have Ulthar's raiders ready to defend against all of the mini flying friends that are coming on in. Alright, you two need to hang out together, and then we'll have our two Longbeards on the side here. Hitting this angle, and then one other group up here in the middle. We may just keep them in the middle on both sides. A bit easier for them to get where they need to go. Sounds good to me. Do they have any mages? She's a mage of shadows, and does she have anything nasty? Bit of shades and pendulum. Okay. Want to keep a very close eye out for any kind of circles that appear out of nowhere. This battle going though. So we'll grab all of our ranged. Well, I thought I grabbed all my ranged. Infantry, take them off of guard mode, that'd be a mistake. And then the Rune Lord. That'll begin. Alright, Thunderers, drop down your caltrops. Quick as you can. Get on back into line. Beautiful. Love to hear the cannon shots firing away. Let's go ahead and have you guys focus fire into Hellebrand. Got some Melkots coming down. To be expected. Right, let's send you out front and you beside. Once Hellebrand gets a bit closer, we will destroy. Alright, you guys, I forgot to drop your volley gun down. Volley gun there. Go ahead and move over just a bit. They're going to start opening fire. Go ahead and drop the Rune of Slow if I can find it. Quickly. Rune of Slow on this boy here. We were a bit too slow with it. Ouch. Ton of damage going down. Why can't my Thane hit him? Alright, that was some nonsense and everyone saw it. Pull you out of the way from there. Let's drop down the Scepter of Stone while we still can. Move you out to the flanks. Come on back. Let's go ahead and pull Darth Raiders back as well. Drop down the debuff on her. Charge in on Hellebrand. Chop her in half. Down she falls. Make sure the bombards aren't blasting away at friendly targets here. Shoot on people who are a little ways back. Rune Golems smashing them up. Same thing over here on this side. We'll use them as a hammer and anvil. Just decimating the line. Let you guys fire on. Actually, let's blast away at this idiot as he comes on back in on his Pegasus. Give yourself a healing potion. You go ahead and charge on in. Go ahead and armor up everyone in this front line here. And these guys are a little bit overextended. Let's pull them on back. Volley gun is thankfully firing over our allies. Let's grab another organ one as well. blasted by those, They move so fast, though, these rune golems, especially after the increase to our speed.
Master of Rundcraft! We fire on your
And
command!
fire on this group. You guys are also pushed up a little bit too far. Come on back.
I will lay us well!
Allow the explosives to do their thing.
Organ gunner!
Organ gun can blast away at you. Go ahead and break these poor fools in the hills there.
Thunderous!
Oh no, there's no escape. Big angry cars are coming. They close that gap, don't they? We'll have some Kandruki in a moment, but the battle is indeed lost. Victory, Grombrindal. A decisive victory. We only ended up losing 20, which is perfect. That would have definitely been way meaner to us on the auto-resolve. We'll go ahead and occupy Fernius here, hopefully exterminating her type. Mission successful. And Harganeth is gone.
I'll cast the
Finally.
runes.
We've claimed Fernius as well and have a sparring chamber over here. I actually think we will keep this so we can turn it into a clan barracks just so we can refill quarrelers over here in the wastes anytime we need to. The wastes are going to be full of nastiness.
My anger
We're going to have to deal with it.
burns.
So for you, Spinner. Give you the old Iron Willed.
Master of Runecraft.
Stone-Hearted. Finish off Deadly Blade to give you an 80-84, making you a nasty melee fighter. No one wants to tangle with the Dames anymore. All of these settlements are also slightly expendable, so if they get hit, that's fine. Be'lakor is 100% going to be coming in to attack the Fortress of the Damned. But for now, I am out of time for today. I have been Spizzles into the War. Remember to leave a like for the like god and a sub for the sub throne, and I will see you all in the next one.